Hello and welcome friends, my name is Prashant Yagda. I am a senior system administrator. Today I am going to explain about the user account management in Linux Ubuntu. I am using the Ubuntu 18.04 version and I created a Ubuntu instance under my AWS account. I am going to use that instance for this demo purpose. Friends, I already logged in as a Ubuntu user. This is the only account available when you create an instance under AWS. In the fresh instance, you will get only the Ubuntu user as the for the login purpose, and I already logged into the console, and today I will show you how to manage the user account in Linux. Basically, I am going to explain about how to add a new user and how to modify the users group and how to unlock the user account and how to delete the user account and how to delete user account with the home directory. So these are the basic things I'm going to explain. First of all, how to add new user in Linux. The most popular command is user add. So I logged in as a Ubuntu, so I have to use the sudo command prefix. Sudo user add, username is the command. So username I will choose user1. So it just return back to the prompt, and I hope the user ID created. I will check in the home directory whether it created a user account. No, I'm not able to see a user's home directory, but I will check one more place in the passwd /etc/passwd. This is the file where all the user information will store. So it created a user ID called user1, but it did not created a home directory for the user. So the conclusion is simple, that user add command in Ubuntu is the lower one and it does not create a user's home directory, and there will be a lot of manual work if you use the user add command. So Ubuntu suggests you use add user command. I'm going to show you sudo add user, give a space and username. I'm going to create a user called user2. See here it's asking for the password. I entered the password. By default it allows 6-digit password, but you can modify it. I show you how to do that later stage. So I leave all this blank. When you are doing it in real time, you fill all the details appropriately. Yes, I confirm that the information is correct here. I'll hit enter. Now you can check whether it created home directory for the user2. Yes, it created a home directory, and also I will check whether it's added record in the passwd. Yes, I can see the user2 added in the passwd. So I'll switch user to the newly created user account. It'll ask for a password. Yes. So I am in user's home directory. PWD stands for present working directory. Okay, there is one more command I show you guys. Who am I? It displays the current working user. Who am I? Okay, so here I just try to do something as an administrative task. Let us see. Sudo apt install zip. User is not in the sudoer file. So the user called user2 is not able to perform any administrative task. I want to add user2 to the administrative group. You can achieve this by in two ways. One is add this user directly to the sudoer file. So assign him all the root permission. Root is the super user in Linux. Using root you can perform any or every task. So root has the highest level of privilege in Linux. In Ubuntu, by default, root account is disabled for login purpose, but still you can use the root account once you log in as other account. I show you how to do that. I will just come out of this user2 prompt and I will switch to the root account. I will type sudo su. See, so root actually disabled for the login purpose, not permanently disabled. I am root now. So but for safety purpose I will just use the Ubuntu. Now I want to add the newly created user2 to the sudoer group. We know that we can achieve it by two ways. One is directly adding this user to the sudoer file. So first we will see sudo /etc. I will open the sudoer file in a basic editor. Okay, so here you can see the root. Currently root is the only account having all the permissions or the super user permissions. So I just want to add one more account for the administrative purpose. I copy paste the line and I will just remove the root and I will add user2. Now user2 is in the super user group or sudoer file. So this is the read only file, so I have to quit forcibly. Now I will see so now we will see whether the user2 has root privilege. Apt install zip. Zip is the package for compressing the file. Yes, so user2 can perform the administrative task, but zip is already the newest version already installed in this system, so that's okay. But user2 can perform the installation, so he has the administrative permission. I will come out of this prompt and I will remove this user from the sudoer list. I don't want user2 in the sudoer list, so just save the file and quit forcibly. So I hope you have the basic knowledge about the editor. VI is the basic editor, so I just want to use VI always, then nano or any other editors. So here we have to put the colon, so it comes to the exit prompt, then W is to write. So if I want to update the file, I will put W. W is for stands for write, and quit. So since the sudoer file is a read-only file, I am quitting this file forcibly. So I put an exclamatory here. So it comes out. Otherwise, you will not come out of that file. So now let us see whether user2 has the administrative privilege. Now again I will use sudo same command apt install zip. So user2 is not in the sudoer file, even it did not ask for the password. Okay, fine. I will come out and I'll show you the other way how you can add this user to the privileged group. There is a built-in group that has root privileges already. That group is called as sudo. So I add this user2 to the sudo group, sudo add user user2 to the group called sudo. So it says done. Adding user to the group sudo, adding user2 to the group sudo. It's done. So how can you check it? Here I have an interesting command, that get entry of group. If I hit enter, it will display all the groups, but I want to make it shorter by using grep sudo. So it lists the group and it looks for sudo, and if it finds, it will display. Yes. So the group sudo has member called Ubuntu and user2. Now user2 can perform all administrative activities. Friends, I want to remind you that this is the safest way to add users to the privilege, adding privilege to the users. Rather, you add user entry directly into the sudoer file. So I prefer always adding users to the group and give the group privilege, rather than you give a user directly to the privilege, highest privileges. So friends, now the next one is how to lock the user. Suppose any employee leaves the organization, you get an email from help desk or the senior saying please lock this account. So you must be able to perform this. Sudo user mode -l in uppercase user2. Okay, let us try to use use to user2. No, it says authentication failed because we disabled the user. I show you how to enable the user. Sudo user mode -u user2. Now you can try. Okay. Ask for password. Yes, it took couple of seconds, so it's done. Okay. So the next thing is delete password security. Sorry, password security is stored in a common password file. So it's located in /etc/pamd/common. You have to go through the full path /etc/pamd. Okay, I logged in, checked. Okay, so this is the file which has the password. By editing this file, you can increase the password length, minimum password length. I will use again the vi command, vi editor. So this is the line. Here you just add a comment that minimum length is equal to 8. So it mandates you put user's password minimum 8 characters. By editing this file, you can increase the password length as much you desire. Come out of this. Then delete the user. How to delete the user account? Sudo delUser. If you use just del user and the username, it's going to remove the user account but not the user's home directory. So if you want to remove the user's home directory, you have to issue remove home switch and user name. So let us see. User2 is deleted, and let us see etc pass wd, user2 is deleted. Okay. So today friends, we learned about how to add a new user, how to add users to the privileged group, how to add users to the sudoers file, and how to remove users from both of that, and how to lock the user account and how to unlock the user account, and finally we learned how to delete the user account. So friends, I hope this video has been informative for you. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and comment. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.